Hi traders and welcome to the daily recap show for yesterday's US session, which was Wednesday the 7th of September. So we said the S&P continued to show weakness on higher time frames. We said we had initial resistance at 39.18 to 39.24, with further resistance at 39.40 to 47, and main resistance at 39.62 to 39.70. So let's go and have a look at the S&P from yesterday. Okay, so not really a lot to do on the S&P yesterday. I really was still focusing on sales because the market was still showing signs of weakness. The initial resistance, you can see here, we just pushed straight through it. There was no reversal pattern in there, nothing on the higher time frames either. We then actually started getting some continuation patterns to the upside. The next resistance zone did hold it as resistance. We got a reaction from there here, but nothing really clear there for me in terms of reversal patterns to get short from. So again, nothing there, and we just continued higher. There was actually, in terms of pattern recognition skills, there were a few opportunities to get long. You've got sort of some continuation around here, and certainly here. This is probably the best continuation pattern of the day. But as I said, I was really trying to focus on sales yesterday just because of the overall context of the market. So nothing really to do on the S&P. It was a sort of counter trend day. Sometimes that happens, and when that happens, if it doesn't fit with your analysis, it's just best to step aside, even though in hindsight it may look like it was quite a nice trending day and there was a few opportunities there in terms of pattern recognition skills and things. So there's actually another one here, really nice continuation from the breakout of the main resistance. But you can see as well, main resistance didn't even hold it, didn't even react from there. So when the market does something opposite to your analysis, just leave it alone, don't get involved, because if you start trying to do that on a regular basis, it will cause you more problems than it makes you profit. So nothing for me to do on the S&P yesterday. Now let's go and have a look at the Dow. Okay, so on the Dow, we said that it had held 31.19 to 31.240 as resistance, but if we could gain acceptance above there, we have resistance today at 31.550 and main resistance at 31.675 to 725. So let's go and have a look at the Dow from yesterday. Okay, so the Dow was still, I was still quite bearish on the Dow. So again, a little bit like the S&P, I wasn't really looking to do much in the way of buying. It was really trying to focus on the sales. Again, opened up, we got the push through the initial resistance zone. The only thing I would say on this is once we got the acceptance back above here, I did say that we could push up to this zone here. So I was there was more reason to look for some longs on the Dow than the S&P, but you still wanted to be focused on the sell side. We did get a reversal here from this resistance zone, very weak pullback, started to get the continuation here. So even if you entered this trade here with this strong trending day, as soon as you saw the continuation, you should be cutting that trade as well. So maybe just about enough time to get this risk-free, but if not, you want to be managing that once you see a trending day which is holding the moving averages and then you get continuations from resistance. That's not a good sign. You just want to be coming out from there. In terms of longs, we did get some minor acceptance here and a really nice continuation pattern here back above the zone. So that's probably the best trade that I could probably sit there and say was valid, because it was acceptance above that zone that I mentioned in the report, and then the pullback and a continuation from that zone. There are continuation patterns. One here, this would have probably been a losing trade, and another one here. But this one would have been into the resistance. So you can see there's not really, actually there's another one here, but we hadn't quite gained the acceptance above that zone. So it was all a little bit choppy as well. And as I say, it was against the context of the market yesterday. And when you see that, sometimes it's just best to leave alone. So I would probably sit there and say this trade here was the only trade that was valid all day, but there was nothing really high probability for me to do on the US markets yesterday, just because it was a move that was against the overall context of the market. So we'll reassess today, we'll have a look at the zones, we'll look at what the market's telling us, and we'll go from there. So I hope you're having a great week, hope you find the reports useful. If you haven't already, please come join the Keyzone Traders community. The link is in the box below on our YouTube channel. Come subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be part of the Keyzone Traders community and receive these reports before the market opens. So I hope you're finding them useful. Let me know what you think. Hope you're having a great week, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.